Thanks everybody for coming. Regular meeting, for Aurora County Commissioners on January 9th, 2017. Time's going by. Would stand for the pledge, please.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, we'll get started here. First thing, it's public comment. Do we have any public comment?
Commissioner Slifield, Ann Rouser. I wanted noted it at the last meeting, this commission voted and signed to hold meetings in the courtroom.
I guess I was just looking, because always the resolution was in the courthouse. And it,
This one
the
states,
judges don't like us being up there. They're bringing prisoners through when we're having meetings and stuff. And so anyway.
I am
we're-
just bringing to your
Okay.
attention what you voted for and signed.
This one be over here. Public, when would you?
Yeah, I just want to let the commission know that I will be out of the state with MACO down in Orlando for a national convention of some nature they wanted me to go to represent sheriffs, state sheriffs for them. That'll be March 4th through the 8th. They are footing the bill on it, so it's not anything for us to worry about. So Under Sheriff Harris will be your contact that point. So
What was those dates again?
March 4th through the 8th.
Maybe we're not gonna let you go.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of Florida. I'm not a huge fan of flying, so, but they were kind of at the end of, all the other sheriffs were signed up for western states, so the ones they wanted at least. So I guess I was the last straw that got pulled. So
Okey-doke, well,
yeah, no.
we'll be in
Take it
touch
home,
with
Al.
Brandon. Any other public comment?
I have one. Mr. Slifka, is there a possibility there could be a move today to remove the banning order by 2/3 of the commissioners as it was installed to start with on it?
Well, it is on the agenda.
But it's been on the agenda for, what, 5, 6 years?
Well, it actually hasn't been listed here.
I've had it on the agenda.
Okay. We'll,
Address
have
it,
to
please.
decide on that.
Of course, there's another issue that's just as severe, is blocking me from being able to go into the court, into the, and file a document from Carla McBoss's gag order.
Okay. That will come up at another time. I don't know just when yet. We'll,
Judge Russell.
we'll talk with Sheriff Meehan on that also too. Any other comments? Go through some mail there while we get to the first agenda item.
You have minutes to approve.
Oh, okay, here's. Right, any additions or corrections on these?
There were 2 sets, Franklin.
This is
I
the
have-
January 3rd.
There's also one for December 19th, which I have both of them.
And you just handed it to me, right? Oh, December 19th?
corrections in this one. This should be the Avalanche Irrigation District, not the Canyon Ferry Irrigation District.
Do we know that I will change that?
And you just mentioned this deal about not meeting in the courtroom. This says wants the meetings held in the old commissioner's room, not the courtroom.
Correct. But the resolution that you voted, approved, and all of you signed said the meeting had been in the courtroom.
Or we just say courthouse.
If I recall the discussion correctly, Commissioner Delger, you were going to check into some of the
Yeah, but-
concerns for having the meeting here, but until then, we were going to meet in court.
That was never said. So we would check on the requirements for this room.
I understand that, but you all did sign, you approved this one as written and signed.
But I guess we can make a resolution to change it.
That will require a hearing.
We'll do that.
Here's the 19th. Oh, you get any more on that one there?
No.
I think I have some on that one. Here's the 19th. Well, I think it should be added on there, Chairman Slifford canceled the department meeting scheduled for this afternoon, and that was due to the conflict with the,
I did put in that it was canceled. I did put in that it was canceled.
I guess,
It is in the minutes that the meeting was canceled.
right, but the reason was that the pre-conference on the bidding of that, at the transfer station. I think that should be on there, the reason why it was canceled. And also on these agenda items, there was, it doesn't say, the only thing it mentions on the agenda items was that Commissioner Delger wants to request a forensic audit and research the process and cost. And right after that, we had those other ones, there's one on the standards for the transfer station, the weed mosquito conservation plan, and the building project, and the handling of the county claims, I think, was on here. But I think those should be mentioned, they were for discussion and put on as
So,
an
so,
agenda item.
so do you want to wait until these are corrected before you approve them, or do you want to approve them today?
I think we'll wait till they're corrected.
I will look at the tape and correct them.
Frank? No, just to address the meetings down here, I would, from a safety aspect, I would recommend you get a hold of Pat Clinch, the fire marshal's office, so see what your maximum capacity is. And then, you know, because people do want to be involved, I think you're gonna have to figure out some sort of seating arrangement down here so they can be outside and still here without them blocking the hallway as well, because that's gonna cause an issue as well. But it's one of those things, I don't, you know, just because there's enough room to stand doesn't mean there's enough room safely. So that would be one of the things that I think that can be done. But it is a small room, and if you get too many people in here.
We had the fire marshal here, and he suggested there was 26, and if we take this extension off right here, there'd be 33 in here. And there's a few other little things that we're gonna get squared around, something on this heating here and some air and stuff like that. But as you know how it is, and you guys have to do to bring prisoners through the room up there, sometimes we get closed door meetings, and it's tough on the judges trying to work around us.
Well, and it starts, and part of that, in the aspect of that is, you know, we have people that come in on a Friday night on a felony, and they're sitting there waiting, and commissioners' meetings on a Monday, you're trying to get around, and we do hate taking people downstairs through the public areas, you know, with people dressed in orange and handcuffs and everything, so I can understand that as well. So.
Yeah. Commissioner Dale said we'll probably just have another hearing in on the resolution.
Yeah.
made up. I guess we have that on the agenda for, that's on the cable on the agenda for next year.
Yes.
Okay, we'll make a note here so I can get this done.
And Franklin?
Yes.
You might get a sign that says maximum occupancy, just so if you say, hey, there's too many people in the room, so he's gonna step out, you actually have an enforceable issue.
Yeah, most I would have to, and then I talked with Eric, he's gonna get some more chairs, there's gonna be some out, there used to be a bench out there or something that people
Yeah.
set, you know, not necessarily even to get in here, but to the other offices down there.
Mr. Franklin,
Yes?
what's in this next room over here?
That's DES.
What is that?
Department of Emergency Services.
Well, can that wall come down and we use that too?
Well,
No, because this is part of the bomb shelter, so it's actually
Okay.
reinforced, so.
I just talked with Eric on that, there are a few things were gonna take place on that
Uh-huh.
also.
And you know, my opinion, which is a little bit different than most men's, that up in the courtroom is a judicial, different form of government than the executive form of government we have down here, and there is a conflict just in itself.
Okay. Thank you, John.
I'll make a motion to approve the January 3rd minutes.
Well, that's the one you mean December
Are we
19th?
gonna wait to approve
Yeah,
those two?
yeah, well, I guess while he's reading that. we'll-
Well, I can't do this one because I wasn't part of the commission. so
Oh,
it comes
okay.
out.
You're gonna have to move to do those because he was not part of the commission.
Yeah, I'll accept the December 19th.
I'll second the motion.
You gonna vote on it?
Move second to accept the December 19th minutes, all in favor?
Aye.
Need a signature on it, Franklin.
Okay. Okay. 10:15. So, I come up on Standards, the transfer station. I think, and Commissioner Delger, do you think we should have this as a closed door meeting to discuss this on the transfer station?
Yes, discussing with this, with the human relations person from Mako, that this should be a closed door meeting with only the commissioners and the secretary in attendance.
Okay, so we're gonna have a closed door meeting for about 15 minutes. And then everybody will be back in.
Do we turn it on or do we wait?
Just, yeah, wait. I'll wait.
No.
We usually
No.
okay.
And exactly where I want it. Less than 15, we'll announce. So you do want me to stay?
Yes, you need to stay and take notes. Thank you. And the minutes have to be put in a separate place over the minutes. We know that procedure.
I'll shut the door here.
But I have not been privy to
Shut the door?
staying in.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why
Oh, okay.
I was asking specifically.